Congratulations, Finkley, for your win as the South Carolina Black Pages 20 Under 40.
I just want to say I love you and I appreciate everything you do.
We're inspiring others and paying it forward.
We have Mike Williams of Breakthrough Kings.
Also, we got our own online marketing system.
And we have film writer and producer Stacie Davis as she talks about her brand new movie, Christmas in Carolina.
I shared my script with him. He said, yeah.
All coming up next on The Michael Finkley Show.
Hi, welcome to The Michael Finkley Show. I'm Michael Finkley. Today is Friday, November 13th, 2020. We made it through another week. Time to celebrate. We made it, y'all. We made it. Yay! Now, enjoy the weekend. Do you, all right? Do you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell for notification. Then we'll send you an email saying, hey, new content is uploaded. Thank you so much to our subscribers, our viewers, our future subscribers, our future viewers. You're watching The Michael Finkley Show, where we're here to inform, educate, and inspire you. We're bringing you shows that you need to hear, that you want to hear as well. Thank you so much. Now, on my ride in from work, I was just thinking of just all the gratefulness that I'm just so grateful for. You know, sometimes you just have to just sit back at times and just count your blessings. I was talking with someone earlier today and they were just saying, you know, I could complain and I have so much to complain about, but I'm not going to do it. And so I think about that. I'm just like, wow. So much is happening, but just remember to count your blessings. And truly, when you count them, just name them one by one. Name them one by one. And you'll be surprised how fast you will be able to uplift yourself. Try it. Today's show, we are still inspiring others and we're paying what we'll learn about ourselves and situations from other people, and we're paying it forward to others. We have two awesome persons with us. We have Mike Williams, who is the founder of Breakthrough Kings. He is in support of that brotherhood, bringing all these things out of us that we never knew we had in us. I'm telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. When you hear what he has to say, you will be amazed as well. And we also have Stacie Davis. Now, Stacie decided to write a movie. Right? She wants to write a movie, but she made it come to life. She spoke life into it, and it is what it is today. And that movie today is called Christmas in Carolina. I tell you, it's a great movie. I watched it. It is amazing. A family-oriented movie. Just it gives you in the holiday spirit. I tell you, really, really, really does. So check out this trailer.
Not in the Christmas spirit at all.
Take a break from work.
Why?
To enjoy this Christmas.
Did you not see me coming?
And hopefully, stop being so mean.
I'm Wesley Saxon. Nice to meet you.
Why are you late, Mr. Saxon? I am needed in the office.
She must like you.
I just wish that I could meet someone who understands me.
She's beautiful.
Thinking about inviting her home for Christmas.
Christmas where?
South Carolina.
Sounds exciting.
If you win the mom, you win the man. You need to do the laugh.
The laugh?
Take notes.
What is it?
Slow down, bro. You're moving too fast.
Who was there for you when your little heart got broke?
Mom.
You can't let what happened last year stop you from coming home this year.
Have we met before?
No.
I've been planning this Christmas week for a long time. I wanted to be perfect.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
I don't want any issues out of you two. Are you gonna tell them? Or do I need to tell them?
Tell him what?
It's their relationship, their business. You don't need to interfere.
You just have to learn how to enjoy life.
Seeing you and your family together makes me wish I had that in my life.
Now,
Next, we have Mike Williams with us. We'll be right back. On the next Michael Finkley, Monday, we talk about college with an emphasis on HBCUs. We chat with Voorhees College's president, Dr. W. Franklin Evans. And we talk with Allen University's enrollment and management team, Mr. Charles Singley III and Miss Marilyn Eason. Don't you dare miss the next Michael Finkley.
Looking for a mentoring program for your young male between the age of 6 and 18 in Columbia, South Carolina? Well, look no further. Big Homie, Little Homie Mentoring Program is the program for you.
Under the leadership of Mr. Jamal Stroud, Big Homie Little Homie is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that caters and mentors at-risk youth that come from single-parent homes. The organization caters to young males between the ages of 6 and 18 within the greater Columbia area. The organization is devoted to shaping and molding their life into great men of society. Big Homie Little Homie organizes male gatherings, discussions, and even educational assistance devoted to guiding and leading them into a positive light. Making a positive attitude will help in transforming their life regardless of what is experienced in life. For more information on Big Homie Little Homie Mentoring Program, visit our social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. As you know, you all know me by now. I love to interview persons that have incredible stories and that are doing some incredible things for other than self, right? And so today we have speaker, entrepreneur, coach, trainer, family man, and the list continues. Mike Williams. Mike, thank you so much for being on today.
Man, thank you for asking me to be on. I'm delighted to be here, man, just to engage with you and your audience and so forth and so on. I'm excited, man. So I'm glad you found me and connected. It's dope.
Oh yes, definitely. And how I found you was that I was on Facebook and your ad came across my feed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I watched your video and you talked about business and how, the potential growth in that area. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to talk to this man. I want this man to be on my platform and share more with the world what he does. And so, Mike, what events from maybe childhood within your life led you to where you are today?
Wow. Okay. We going back. So, to get some clarity as far as my platform is called Breakthrough Kings. And we help legacy minded men create passive income by leveraging the internet, generating more traffic, leading sales for their businesses and opportunities. And I made that my mission because, for the longest time, I personally struggled as, the provider for a while, just trying to figure it out. And I really couldn't, messing up my marriage because I was blowing all my money. But yet I still had a dream. I had something that I believed in. I knew that, could manifest itself into something. Kept trying all these different businesses, but to really go back and if you really want to go below the surface with that question, I could go back as far as being a 5-6 year old and watching my dad abuse my mother, right? And I never wanted to go below the surface in any of my relationships because I didn't want my relationship to turn out like theirs. And what actually happened once I, got a bit older, got a bit more educated about personal development, I realized that I also created commitment issues, right? I didn't only have commitments with relationships, I couldn't commit to any businesses that I was doing. I couldn't commit to any strategies. So you might think like, now what does that have to do with business? It has everything to do with business. You know what I mean? Commitment has everything to do with business, whether it's, relationships or not. And when I realized that, that's when I started to make a significant change. And finally, one of my opportunities, kind of went upward and things started to heal themselves in my household because I decided to be committed, So, those are the two, I believe, things, stories that led me up to today and why I do what I do to cater to the man, because, we need it more. Everybody's always talking to the females, right? we need people to specifically talk to us and to, help us be held accountable, to just simply do the work, have some integrity, and change and enjoy doing it, enjoy change, enjoy growth. So those are definitely some of the things that come to the forefront of my mind when I think about what affected me the most and why I do what I do today.
Definitely. And with all these events that happened in your life, Michael, can we say that was the time that you found your voice to help others?
Absolutely. And, it wasn't too long ago. I was sitting on a leadership call, accountability call. And I'm sitting on this call, I'm doing all right financially. Everything was okay, but I felt like there was a sense of mission that was missing from my life. So I sit on this call and I'm hearing all the people, talking about all the people they help and serve. And here I am, just an affiliate marketer, I know some stuff, but I really wasn't out here trying to serve anyone or help anyone. I was just doing things for myself and my own household, So, being on that call, which led to another coaching call and getting some more information. And one day I was like, you know what, who do I want to serve? And I said, I want to serve men who are exactly like me. And once I decided that that's who I was going to help wholeheartedly, absolutely right. That's when I found my voice. And then that's when I found my tribe, you know what I mean? Because they understood, they get it. Like, yo, I get what you're saying, dog. You know what I mean? I totally understand. And we just kept coming back and kept showing up and kept showing up. And the more we kept showing up, the platform grew and things changed and people are plugged in. And I mean, I'm running into you in your show and, just things happening, you know what I mean? So yeah, absolutely. I found my voice, man, when I decided to focus on who I wanted to serve most.
And that's major because at times we struggle as business owners, future business owners. We're saying, okay, who are we supposed to serve? Who is this message for? But once that light bulb goes on and you find that tribe that you're supposed to anchor for, it's so much smoother. It's smoother sailing because, again, you have that audience to look into. So with Breakthrough Kings, tell us some success stories that you've seen over the years that just kind of reign with you right now.
Okay. I know that we was working with a brother who actually, I mean, this is a drastic story, but it's a story. A brother who was actually addicted to heroin at one point.
Wow.
And not really knowing, what his next steps were. He at this moment he had been going through the process of healing himself, and he introduced himself to the church, but he knew that there was more that he could do if he got into the right community. And simply just working with him and showing him simple things to do online to be able to support his family. He did it consistently until he started to, honestly build his own platform, until he started to teach and train other people how to do the exact same thing, just simply drive traffic and allow them to grow their businesses and so forth and so on, and just simply grow. Now he's, into fitness, and he has his platform. His wife has a business, taking care of his 2 kids, just simply being plugged into a community of like-minded individuals literally helps you to just transform your mindset and just do some great, wonderful things, man. I'm back in 2012, 2014, we met a young brother out in California who decided to leave his job because he just wasn't happy there anymore. And he saw, different videos and posts that we were all putting online. And he said, you know what, let me reached out, ended up using like his college refund check to start a digital business. And from there, today he runs a multi-million-dollar wholesale real estate wholesaling business. And he grew it based on the digital marketing training that he learned by simply working within the community. So people are taking these concepts of a tool that we use every single day, which is the internet, being able to understand how to utilize it in a way that would create communities and create income and help businesses expand, and then be able to take that knowledge and put it into your own life and business. It's wonderful. And you can serve so many people, man. I mean, even this show, Mike, I mean, we're doing this, here on Zoom. You know how many people just don't know how to do this? And that we can teach to do it. I mean, it's phenomenal.
You are so right about that, Mike. You are so right. And it's just all a learned experience. And then again, the exposure for everyone to grasp that information as well. And Mike, in looking you up and learning some things about you as I was reading, creator of self-driven, the self-driven
Profit system.
Yes, private system. Yes, I couldn't read my own writing. Yes. And then the host of the midweek motivation. You are a trainer when it comes to marketing, all that kind of good stuff. Does this fall under the same umbrella as Breakthrough Kings?
You know what? Mike Williams Pro, that website was created. That website goes back 12 years. That was my very first website. And I've been using that website for any and everything up until, we launched Breakthrough Kings. Breakthrough Kings specifically caters to male empowerment. Mike Williams Pro is just, my digital coaching platform where I can pretty much serve any business or any opportunity, who wants to learn digital marketing. But Breakthrough Kings is special because it's for the man. It's for the legacy minded man who wants to build a business, who wants to raise his family, who wants to be an awesome spouse, right? That's what Breakthrough Kings is all about, really creating kings, holding other kings accountable, just a niched community of legacy minded men. That's what that platform is for. But Mike Williams Pro is simply, that's all my experience over the years, all my ups and downs, my failures, my successes, all of that's there on Mike Williams Pro. I still have that website up because, like I said, I still coach outside of Breakthrough Kings, for other businesses and opportunities and stuff like that. So that's what that website serves its purpose. That's my home base. That's gonna be my baby forever.
I gotcha. And what type of webinars, seminars do you offer under this umbrella for Breakthrough Kings?
Services for Breakthrough Kings. So we do disc assessments. Okay, so we do one-on-one consulting as far as your personality, helping you understand your personality more, so you can focus in on your blind spots. All right. So you can understand what, you're naturally good at. So we go over the data. So that's what the disc assessment is all about. I'm a certified behavior specialist in that particular set of data called the DISC.
Yep.
Also, we do breakthrough sessions, which focus in on personal barriers, right? Which really dig deep into trying to uncover, trauma that you might not have dealt with in the past, trauma that you might not realize that's really holding you from, having a significant breakthrough. Just like, the commitment issue, seeing my mom being abused by my father and watching him getting taken off to jail, smiling as he's, getting in the back of the cruiser. Like, I didn't realize how much that was affecting me personally as I got older, just not being able to commit to a relationship and also not being able to commit to businesses and opportunities and tactics and things of that nature, strategy. So that's what Breakthrough System is about. Also, we got our own online marketing system, which we teach you simply how to take your business and set up the right messaging, the right marketing, so that you can eventually get to the money, so you can build your personal database. All right. So, the social media is great, but can we build our personal database? Because that's ours. We own it. You know what I mean? So we need to be able to take it different places. So the breakthrough system, the automated income system, the extreme execution system that we do as well, which we simply help you to chunk down your goals, help you to really apply the 80-20 rule into your life so that you can do CEO things and grow your business, and understand the importance of that. Everything should not be at the top of the to-do list, because everything is not, priority. And too often we start procrastinating, and we really don't get our goals because everything's a priority. No, sir, everything is not a priority. So we help you focus and extreme execution, because I don't ultimately believe in long-term goals. What I can do in a year, we can do in 90 days. right? What you can do in 5 years, you can do in 1 year when you just buckle down and focus on the stuff that absolutely matters.
Correct.
Outside of that, we're working on a marriage platform, a marriage program. We're working on that, marriage with our spouses, and we're working on the fatherhood program, as well as effective leadership program that we're working on as well. And you can go and keep up with everything at breakthroughkings.com.
I love this. You don't realize how much I do love this, because as I was reading more about it and as you're talking now, it's like, where was this when I was, coming along and going into manhood? Because, my father wasn't there as he should have been. And, just learning from mentors along the way and discovering who I am as a person. And you never think about, once you have created the whole man and realize, things that you need to fix with you, and you start working on those things, it affects everything else in your life, right? Your relationships with family, your businesses, your profession, all that kind of good stuff. But again, it starts with you. Starts with you. And I love that you build the whole man back to where he needs to be. And it's just amazing to see. What advice would you give to men right now in this state, things that are going on in the world, the election that we just had, all the different mixed feelings that are just going on? What encouraging words would you say to this population?
I would say that, however, if you're looking at what's happening today, and it's really hindering you, right? It's really getting you emotional. We had a brother come through on the Weekend Warriors a few weeks ago, and he was just, a black male, and he's just like, so like his anxiety was just up about being a black male in America. And I'm like, listen, bro, the one thing you just simply need to focus on right now and understand is that the only thing that is important is your legacy, right? The only thing that is important right now is your legacy. So use this time, use that all that energy you got balled up in anxiety, point it in a direction that's going to encourage you to build something, right? And build something that you can say is the opposite of how you're feeling. It's the opposite of this world that we're walking in right now. Build something that people don't expect you to do. Do something that people aren't looking to you to do. Like, challenge yourself right now. Don't sit back and be consumed and be so caught up in everything that's being so caught up in rich folk talk that you don't take the time to become rich yourself. You know what I mean? Let's use this energy to really learn how we can level up and move forward. Like, what do we need to be teaching our children right now? I got my son in my office Monday through Friday. When we do Breakthrough Kings, he's here in the office, and he's being indoctrinated on, philosophy, mindset, business. He's running the back end of the business, things of that nature. So, there's guys that are worried about their sons out here. Listen, let's raise them up in a way that they simply start to have that mindset, like, yo, I don't have to go out here and be afraid because I'm doing the right thing. I don't have to go out here and be afraid because I got positive energy. I'm not hanging around the wrong folks. I'm not going to be at the wrong place at the wrong time because I'm simply doing what I need to do. And as a man, just simply focus on building yourself, your intellect, your mentality, your physical body, your spiritual life. Just focus on that, because that's truly what matters. You know what I mean? All that stuff that's going on outside, nobody's coming in to take care of your family. Nobody's cutting you no checks, right? You're the only one that's doing that. So let's focus on your legacy. Let's build that up. Let's get the wheels going in our household. And then outside, you can walk out there and you'll be a leader, right? You'll walk out there. You'll know how to handle yourself because you've taken care of yourself from day one inside your household. So that's the best advice I can give somebody, is focus on your legacy, man.
Focus on your legacy. Focus on your legacy. Again, starting with you. I love that. Once more, how can they find you on social media?
You can simply go to breakthroughkings.com. You can go to Google and put in Breakthrough Kings. Our fan page actually comes up at the top, and just, go to our fan page. It's at The Breakthrough Kings. Go to the fan page and you can go everywhere from the fan page. That is our primary platform right now.
Okay.
We're giving 95% of our attention is on our Facebook platform. We have big plans of getting this bad boy to over 100,000 subscribers next year.
Let's go.
We're working right now. And once you go to, you can also go to thehismethod.com, thehismethod.com, HIS method, thehismethod.com. And you can be then registered on my newsletter and get the opportunity to book a breakthrough session with me, so we can go over your behavior, your behavior charts, understand your personality and how we can definitely create a plan to get you from where you are to where you want to be, just based on what you're already working with right now.
All right, y'all heard it here, Kings. You heard it here. There's some good information, and your information is actually in the description below as well. Mike, thank you so much for being on. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem.
Coming up, we're chatting with Stacie Davis. Be right back. The Finkley Experience is an education and consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. We assist parents and their students with the college process. We train school administrators, and we also partner with colleges and universities to assist with their first-generation population. To learn more about our consulting firm and to purchase our book and workbook, please visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com. Hi there, it's Finkley. Do you want to become the next guest on the Michael Finkley Show? Do you have an incredible story to inform, educate, and inspire others? Well, you can. Email us at michael@thefinkleyexperience.com and follow us on our social media platforms. See you soon. Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Y'all, again, we are interviewing another amazing individual who is making a difference in her community. Producer, film writer, y'all, she is Stacie Davis. Hello.
Hi, Michael. I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me be on the show today. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You are doing some incredible things, and we're going to talk about those incredible things. But before we get started into the good stuff, the meat, as we say in the PD, when did you know that you had a passion for the industry of film and television and writing?
Started with Coach Taft Watson's story, More Than a Coach, the documentary that I did.
Yep.
So just being on set, getting his interviews and different people talking about his life and his history and legacy, I found that to be very interesting, just being the mix of everything.
Yep.
Also, the reenactment scenes that we did in the documentary, I enjoyed being there, contacting people about cars and getting wardrobe together. So that's the moment I realized this is something that I could see myself doing as a career.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And so is that your earliest memory of the concept of writing?
Well, not my earliest memory of writing, because my mom brought me a journal like when I was in second, third grade. And it was the Tweety Bird journal with the lock and key. Oh, you couldn't tell me nothing, Michael, okay? Because I told all my secrets in my journal because I had a lock and key, so nobody was going to read it. But that's my memory of just writing. And so now I went from the Tweety Bird, and then I went to the cow notebooks and just writing. And so now at 31, I go back and I read all of these journals, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I doing in the 5th grade and the 7th grade? So that's the moment that my earliest memories of writing, never knowing that writing in a journal would lead to writing a script, because writing here is not really major. People don't see it as income.
Yeah.
As a career, it's writing, but I find writing to be just a pleasure. I can sit there and just write, create, imagine, and that's what I like to do. So
yeah, definitely. And I tell you, I have to tell my viewers this, that when she says from here, we're actually from the same area. I'm from Mullen, she's from Marion, great PD area. And so I definitely understand what you mean when it comes, I feel like the arts, we didn't hear these type of things growing up, the advices of that. So when we went on to college and we just kind of expanded our horizon, it's like these things are possible, right? These things are definitely possible. So how did college assist you with your passion?
Oh man, those are the best days ever.
I know, right?
My college days were my best days ever. Just going to Claflin University. I remember my freshman year, my professor asked us to write an essay on a significant person in our community. And I chose Mr. Taft Watson of Mullins. And I read about his story with different articles. My mom played for him, so she had us to meet in person, Mr. Watson, and started talking with him. It led to an essay. From the essay, I was like, Mr. Watson, you should have a book. And he said, well, you write it for me and we can make it happen. We wrote the book, and it wasn't a thick book. It wasn't a 100-page book. It was a thin book, and it was about his life. And I'm grateful to have those moments with him because he's no longer with us. Yeah. And just the impact of him sitting with me and just sharing those memories of going back into his childhood, that's fascinating to me. Yeah. I wasn't here in the I wasn't here in the 30s. He was, so he could tell me about the 40s and the 50s and everything that he went through and just his life legacy. From the book, I decided, let's do a documentary.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I'm using the skills that I got from Claflin, mass communication. So I was into television. I want to be a news reporter. That's what I want to do. Okay, this is my job. And it didn't work out that way. I did internships. I worked for a few years or whatever, and I realized I do not like this. And what I didn't like was you have unknown hours, news never stopped, so you really don't have time to stay home. You don't have a weekend to yourself. I was working crazy hours. I remember, Michael, I know this is off topic. I remember working at a news station, and I was working third shift. And so third shift will make you or break you. And right at this time, I was like really, really struggling. So I went to sleep, and the way I fell asleep, my legs were numb. So when I tried to get up, I fell completely to the floor, and I hurt.
Oh my gosh.
I sprained my ankle from that. So I was like, oh God, this is not for me. I'm telling you, it is just very stressful in the news industry. So I said, let me scale it back and find something that I can do still in my field. And just going to my church in the area and, doing videos, interviewing people. And so I said, I really like this. And that's when I trickled into documentary styles, interviewing. Yeah. And there I enjoyed that. And I said, okay, I can do this. Yeah. And I wrote my Christmas film, my first film. And last December we shot it. And this year it aired.
Amazing. Amazing. And y'all, she's also we're family in Greekdom as well. So we have many different layers. Hallelujah. So I love this story. I love this story, how we're turning our passion into a reality. So let's talk about this Christmas movie, Christmas in Carolina. Let's talk about this. How did it all start?
Christmas in Carolina started, I was watching a Christmas movie with my mom. Who doesn't? I mean, people love Christmas movies. So this is what we're doing. We're watching movies, and I saw how simple the storylines were. It was a formula that all the movies, girl meets boy or boy meets girl, somebody falls in love, then they have an issue, then they get back in love. So it's a simple formula. And I said, you know what? I could write me a Christmas movie. And my mom said, you should. And I started creating, just trying to figure out what the storyline would be. Nothing too heavy, something very light. And Christmas in Carolina was created. So now that I have a script, I need people to say my lines. I'm not an actor, so I need some actors. And I have David Rowell in the area from Marion. He's my sister's classmate, and she recommended him. And so I reached out to David. We talked. I shared my script with him. He said, yeah, I would love to do the part. So I found, now I'm building a team. So I reached out to Kelly Williams on her email, her business email, and I got a phone call from her dad, Mr. Irvin Williams. And I'm like super nervous because I said, oh my gosh, this is Kelly's dad. This is either you get it or you don't. So The best advice I can tell anyone when you get a phone call, just be yourself and be honest, be transparent. Let them know. I wasn't on the phone saying, hey, I got X amount of dollars for this film and I got this and I have that. I was like, look,
Because the truth is,
I'm from Marion, South Carolina. We don't have films like this in our area.
Right.
I'm just getting started. This is what I have saved. This is what I can do with my family support and my church support. And I knew Marion would come together as a community and support. And I'm very thankful for Marion. We may not have much, but one thing about Marion and Mullins, we have heart. Okay. We have heart. So I got the support from everybody and I got a cast. Kelly read the script and she and her father said, we would love to be a part of the production. So Stacie Davis Films, it truly takes a team, Michael. It was not I did not do it by myself. It truly takes a team to make a production work. Stacie Davis Films, Dream Merchant Media, who's owned by Irvin, Peggy, and Kelly Williams, and then Fisher Films from Columbia, Daniel Fisher. We all came together to produce Christmas in Carolina.
Gotcha.
From there, after you got your actors, Kelly brought Darius McCrary, who played Eddie Winslow on the hit TV show Family Matters. I was very honored to have them both on the set, to be around them, to have conversations with them, because they've been in the industry for so long that they were sharing tips, advice to me as a young producer coming in of what you should do. And, just talking with me. They're down to earth people, good people, and they want to see young people do well. And so they were both giving back to the actors on set, they were just talking, just regular people. From there, we shot the film in 6 days.
Wow.
And some would say like, wow, that's fast. And yeah, it is fast. The budget was not extremely high, so I had to make it work. You have to use your resources.
Exactly.
Donations and sponsorships, so you're asking for things to help. If you're serious about your craft, then you're going to do whatever it takes to make it work. You're not going to quit on it. So I knew that this is what I wanted to do. I've gotten all these people together. Everybody's excited about Christmas in Carolina. I could not let the money stop me from making the film.
Exactly.
Okay. So you have to push through, figure it out. I cried many hours, many days. Get over that. Let's figure out what we're going to do. Thankfully, I had my family, my church family. You just have to have that support. Okay. Exactly. So once I went through all of that process, now it's time to shoot. We shot it in 6 days. What saved me the most, the actors knew their lines like the back of their hands. They just knew their lines. And the reason why, because we took 6 months of prepping, table reads, one-on-one sessions, everybody's meeting up. So these months, weeks, days that they're having together, of course, they were off the book in 3 months. That's a plus. So now all we have to do is shoot it, and they know their lines because they know their lines. Exactly. So the process of that, and Michael, stop me because you can ask me.
This is good stuff. No,
stop me now, okay? And ask your question. So after you go through that process, now it's time to what you say post-production. So now it's time to take all this footage that you have, hours and hours of footage, and you sit with the editor, and now you're pulling different takes. What's a good take? What's not a good take? And so that took some time. Thankfully, when we shot the movie December of 2019, we were able to edit by February 2020. March is when the pandemic hit.
Correct.
So now everything is shutting down. We made it just in time with Christmas in Carolina. So you go through that process. Now it's being shown nationally. And that's really, really huge.
It's major.
That this is your very first film. Like, oh wow, a country girl from Marion, South Carolina has a TV film on Roku TV. So I'm really honored to have Roku to see the work and offer and say, hey, we want your product on our platform. Yeah, very thankful.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Oh, I am so proud of you. So in this process, what did you learn about yourself?
What did I learn about myself? I know that my faith grew deeper because all I had was the Lord. And when I say that, I'm saying because you have to have your faith.
Yeah.
And my faith was tested.
Yes.
It was tested. And so you have to put your trust in him and know that he's got you. If he gave it to you, he's not going to leave you. So I continued with that, and I kept saying he didn't bring me this far to leave me now. And I just cannot fathom the idea of him dropping me in the middle of this. I just can't. You know? Yeah. So that's one thing I learned about myself. Another thing I learned is just being able to work with any and everybody. You have to be able to work. You're dealing with so many personalities. These are actors. And so when they get in their zone, they're no longer that person. They're acting now. So you have to be willing to understand. You have to be understanding, patient, and also you have to know, like, as a producer, we don't have time. Time is really important, and you don't have time to be wasting. You have to make it work. Yeah. So that's one thing that I learned. Two things that I learned from the show.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. I love this. I love this. And it's so encouraging. So what other projects? I know that you're just still on a high right now. So what other projects are you looking forward to in the future?
I'm looking forward to 2021. It will be here shortly. So hopefully we'll have something for 2021. We're working every day. So we'll see what happens, Michael.
Yeah, definitely. You take one day at a time.
That's all you can do. Take one day at a time, one step at a time.
That's it. So what would you say to persons that may be older than you, younger than you, and they may want to go into the same field that you're in right now? What would you say to them? Encouraging words.
Don't give up. Do not give up. And I know that's so cliche, like you hear that all the time, but it's real true. And like I said earlier, if you're serious about whatever you are interested in, it could be acting, it could be writing, it could be an artist. If you're serious about it, you're not going to give up. And one thing I want them to know, everyone to know, this Christmas in Carolina did not happen overnight. Right. As I stated before, I was doing this in 2007, 2008. This is years. So I've had many rejections of different production companies saying, no, we don't want anything to do with you. We don't know you. And so it's very discouraging, but you can't give up, you know? Yeah. So that's something that I want everyone to know. It's not going to happen overnight for you. It's a process. It's a process, and it helps you as a person to be stronger, not getting your feelings, because I'm telling you, 2007, Stacie would have been boo-hooing in her dorm room because they told me I can't do it, you know? So you have to grow, and then you have to understand it's a business. And if you're serious about it, Stacie, keep going forth. If they don't open the door for you, create your own door, make it happen.
Yes, I love that.
That's a word for it by itself.
Michael. I love that. Create your own door. Create your own door. I love this. Yes. So how can they find you on social media?
Well, I'm only on Facebook right now at the moment. Stacie Davis is my personal page, and then Stacie Davis Films on Facebook. But I do have a website that everyone can go to, Stacie Davis Films. And just check me out, you know, for updates, anything that we have, it'll be posted on those platforms.
Check her out, y'all. Please check her out. And again, where can they see this awesome movie, Christmas in Carolina?
Christmas in Carolina is still playing. I had someone ask me yesterday, is the movie still playing? Yes, the movie is still playing. It's on Roku. You may also find it on Amazon Prime. Let me take my time. Apple, iTunes, Google Play. Those are some websites or platforms that you can find Christmas in Carolina, Michael.
Definitely. Go see it, y'all. Go see it. Go see it. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Thank you so much, Stacie, for being on. We really appreciate you. We're proud of you. Anything that we can do to assist you, let us know. And we got your back. Got your back, girl. You got to
invite me back on the show. I appreciate it. I had so much fun with you.
Oh, okay? You coming back.
Okay. Thank you,
back. Stacie Davis, everyone. On the next Michael Finkley.
Wednesday, we are chatting with social media influencers. Their numbers are climbing the charts, and they are here to inform, educate, and entertain us. We have Quan the Poet with his inspirational moments. George the Conscious Lee is with us as he educates us. And we have Kristen Ware with us as she entertains us. It's a show you don't want to miss. Join us on the next Michael Finkley.
Hey, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. So you know what I'm going to ask you. What did you learn? What did you learn today? Put it in comments below so we can have a conversation. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Stacie, for being on. True persons that they sought after what they wanted to do in life, and they're continuously working at it. These things are real to them now. It's no longer an idea on a sheet of paper anymore. They are doing it, and they're doing it well. Thank you so much for being an inspiration. On the next Michael Finkley, Monday. Now, you know I'm a big advocate for college, and I'm a bigger advocate for HBCUs. So I tell you, we have persons from Voorhees College, President W. Franklin Evans with us. And we also have from the enrollment management team at my dear alma mater, Allen University in Columbia, South Carolina. They will be speaking with us on Monday as well. So we're excited. This is an opportunity to get to learn more about higher education if you choose to do so. We're excited about it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show, and ring that bell for notification. We'll send you an email saying, hey, new content is uploaded. If you'd love to be a guest on The Michael Finkley Show, please email us at michael@finkleyexperience.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on Monday. Have a good one.